What the fuck?
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome back to Patch Notes once again. 4.2 is here, and we're going to be going. Is it 4.2? Maybe I'm wrong. It might be 4.4.
Yeah. It's 4.4.
I was close enough. 4.2, 4.4 is here.
Full energy jersey guy.
We do have an event
Take that
this
shit
weekend,
off.
though. If you're just tuning in, I'm going to let you all know it is hunting season as well. But there is the Victory Capture the Flag this weekend going on that you guys can get involved in. Yes, the Adventures game mode is going to have a Capture the Flag opportunity for you guys to partake at home and get involved in, and also earn gems. So all this weekend, you will be able to earn gems going forward by playing this tournament and maybe coming first, second, or third. Make sure you take part in that going on. Next up, though, is onto the patch notes. Joining me on the set is, as usual, Chuck from the art team, alongside him, Larson from A Team.
A team?
From
A
All
team.
the teams.
Yeah.
You're all over the place, Larson. That's why I'm like a team, because I don't know which
The
one you're on
Smite
now.
team.
The whole Smite team.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
And then Tina,
boss.
our voice pack extraordinaire.
She
Yes,
does other
and
stuff
designer.
Oh, really? I just thought it was a voice pack. So you design the voice packs, right?
She designs
What do you
other
do,
things.
Tina?
Happy
Did you just
International
flick 'em off?
Women's Day, by the way, Tina.
Oh, thank you.
How are you enjoying
I'm
your
glad you
special day
noticed.
devoted to
too.
you?
Yeah. Why didn't you take off today?
Because you're international and also a lady.
Oh, you're
Yeah.
right.
Yeah.
You're right. I'm very international.
One day we'll get a men's day, but
Two-
that's okay.
No.
You
that
know?
day is
Oh,
men's
a
day.
How
white
about every
men's
day
day.
is men's day?
For a day, I'd love a every day's a men's day? Okay.
much.
Well, let's go into skins and get through these as quick as we can. There's a few skins this week. I'm going to start things off with the Morrigan. Is going to get one
The
of the
Morrigan.
first
Ooh, a new
skins.
skin.
Twisted Metal. The Morrigan is going to be available for you.
I've
in this
got
patch.
your
We
back.
should get some card art coming up relatively soon for you to have a look at. There you go on your screen. That looks dope in the card art.
Good card art.
That looks pretty cool.
Yeah, she's definitely in a rave.
Now, is
I
she
like
actually going to
how
have a
the
musical
Raven has a
instrument?
glow
Raven.
stick. Did you see that?
No, I didn't. I didn't see
Okay.
the glow stick.
Yeah,
I don't
the
know.
Raven was carrying.
I
the
don't
glow
know. I gotta
stick.
see her move around. I'm not feeling it.
Yes, let's.
It's different,
let's
which is
point out
nice.
My pronunciation errors.
I'm sorry.
Make sure to do that. That's.
We all do this.
That's
to
Hey, look at him in the bottom right. It's so cute.
She
The
looks
quality of that is
fantastic.
ass. Holy shit, that camera's quality is so
I like
fucking
the
bad.
stockings.
Yeah.
You guys can't see them, but I can barely see
The,
them, so deal with it.
Cyber. What do you call it?
Oh, I can't hear
Cyberpunk
Actually,
you
you know
hair?
what?
right now.
I like how
I know
the
what to do.
two
I know what to do
comments
here.
on the
Hold
chat
on.
next to each other were, "It's ugly" and "Take my money."
And thick.
Yeah.
I'm thick.
There's something for everyone. That's
Something
what
for
it,
everyone,
It's what it
yeah.
proves.
Just a bit of everything right now. Well, we should be able to go through the abilities. We will get the sound side for you. Don't worry at home. If you all screaming sound, it will be fixed in a second.
I've got
You'll
your
be able to continue
back.
to see this as the
But
artwork
now
text.
you
I
can
like
appreciate the
effects.
black and pink swankiness.
There you go.
without all that noise.
There you go.
Yeah, let's have a quick look.
No,
once
she's
again
not even
at the
thick.
card
What
art.
the
We're just gonna
fuck?
Fix that audio issue for you guys
So
at
you
home
can
as
see
well.
the Raven
Bitch is
and-
skin and
Seriously,
bones, and people say
Raven, you were
thick.
talking about
I think
the
the
glow
internet
stick.
doesn't know the meaning of thick.
Oh yeah.
Feels bad,
That
man.
looks pretty awesome.
It is dope, and she's clearly a rave with the background as well. Because
Yeah.
I generally just look at the thing right in front and not look at the background very much most of the time. If it's not in my actual vision, I'm not really looking at it, but the background looks really cool there
Yeah.
as well. Sound should be working any moment. You can look
I
through the
heard
skin
it.
one
I
more
heard the
time.
sound.
Hey! Lies! Deceit!
I heard voice.
There we go!
There's some
See, the Morgan
sound.
likes to lies and deceit. She likes to make sure you can hear sound
I've got
sometimes,
your
but not on
back.
occasions too.
Well, hello there.
Thank you guys for the sub and the resub.
Okay.
Apologies for the technical issue there, but yeah, we're going to have the Morrigan available in this patch for this one.
All right.
As well. A couple of things
Great.
that we'll go through while we're waiting for that sound issue to be fixed is avatars. We're going to be having top 5 plays avatar is going to be available for you to get in game as well. And a Thanatos. People have been asking for that for a
Thanatos?
while.
Yeah, it's super
Thanatos
cute.
is now an
Yeah.
avatar?
It's a thing.
Is it? Is it like
They made it an
cutesy
avatar?
Thanatos?
Well, people wanted a skin in the skin concepts.
Why could the skin concept not work for that?
This is my
Chuck.
skin.
Are we looking at my face?
Chuck.
Get a close up of Chuck's face.
Listen, you need, all it's got to be is a piece of bread that has been slightly cooked, and he's carrying a butter knife. That's all it needs,
Yeah.
instead of a scythe. Is it that difficult to make this, Chuck?
Okay, the goal is to make skins that don't make me want to commit seppuku.
Excuse me. Kawhi Bastet came out, and you didn't want to commit seppuku?
No, because that shit was awesome.
Yeah.
Yes.
Scardy,
cool.
whatever that Scardy
No,
Doge
no,
skin, that
there's-
came out, and you didn't want
There's
to
over the top, and then there's like, it's
Hey, try to say
Thanatos,
this.
man. His It's toast, right? It's almost like
It's
toast.
got a
but
slab
it's
of
got
butter on
tea.
it. Butter, toast.
There's a
I don't
tea though. I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, but the avatar is really sweet.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah,
Well, we've
I'm
also
all-
got coming
I'm
in
all
this
about
patch.
the
Yeah, fuck
icon.
Chuck,
Well, a
right?
birthday global emote.
Let me get a
to celebrate
hashtag
Smite's
fuck Chuck.
2017 anniversary of being around for a few more years now. So a birthday emote will be available. We might be able to see in game as well. We'll give you some information on where we can get some of these things going forward as well. And a new ward skin, which I'm not
Why is
sure if
Tina
Pom
looking
Pom
at
will
me?
have available for
Look,
us today, 'cause
she
Pom
was
Pom
looking
showed
down
us
at my
that he
camera.
doesn't do his job
That's
properly.
creepy.
So he probably hasn't got these
Like
things
she knew I
attached,
was
that's why I'm
there.
telling you them now.
Well, he's got a new job too.
He does. He does have a new job.
Yeah.
What's he doing?
He's a system designer now.
How did
on
he
my
become a
team.
He can't even get alphabetical order correct. How could he be a system designer?
He's smarter than you think.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
All right. They need to get onto the fucking patch notes,
There's
dude.
going to be a new warding game as well called the Pot of Gold Ward. I guess that's something to do with Patrick's Day. We'll get into that a little bit later on.
Patrick's
Explain
Day.
how you can get
What
that.
Did you
about
say
that one?
Patrick's
Yeah,
Day?
the other one.
Wow.
Read the other one.
Did you see this?
What am I looking
Fire
at? The
Chuck.
shower of gold recall
Give us
effects?
the
Is that
test.
what I'm talking about? Shower,
Shower
of gold.
of gold. Oh.
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 Shower
of gold. Right? You
Sorry,
gotta.
Not a golden
Yes,
shower.
I
No!
speak English. I
What is
respect
Hyra's
towards the
doing with
Irish.
this
Thank you very
patch,
much.
bro?
Be
This is
Jesus.
too much
Okay,
and too little at
we
the
can
same
go back
We
to
time.
the
wasted
game.
enough time.
We have now finally, hopefully the sound issues are fixed. Apologies for the issues there. But here's a little look at Morgan. Yes! All the sound! Music!
Now we have music?
Entree, let's go. All fixed as well. So
Why is there
there's a little look at
music?
the one. Next up is going to be the two as well. I like the pink effects on this. Not gonna lie.
Pink and black.
Pink and black. Are we going to do more pink and blacks now?
I don't know. And this is like a sweet hot pink too.
Oh, Pom Pom. This is Pom Pom, by the way.
Dramatic. It makes it so
Can we,
dramatic.
if it's about
Fuck
camera in the
Chuck.
bottom, we get this Pom Pom's
Hashtag
camera
fuck
of his
Chuck
face
and his
grimacing all
golden
the time whenever I
Chuck.
mention his name. That'd be great. I'd
Or
love
him
that.
desperately trying to get the client.
To fix things. That'd be
Can't
fantastic.
Can't do this then. If you're just joining, you haven't missed
That's gonna be
anything.
really
This
weird
is
to
the
say,
first
but
thing
let's
they're
see the
showing us.
ultimate,
This
but the
skin.
problem is with the ultimate is like she just turns into Odin,
He's
right?
gonna turn into Odin.
Not a
But
big symbol.
there's a pink and
Right.
black transformation into Odin.
Oh, I
Wow.
see. I see. Now she does come with a voice pack. Actually, quick question. I don't even know this. If Morgan transforms, does someone just use their voice pack or her own voice pack? I never knew
Man,
that.
I'm like level 5 and I have never.
I never thought about it till
VG.
just now.
I'm too busy trying to do
You're-
the combo.
yeah.
You actually use the gods that you transform into.
It sounds that way because Pom just said it. Ah,
Oh,
there you go.
cool.
Pom Pom just
Thanks,
checked it out
Mom.
for us. And then we should hear Morgan's voice pack as well to go along with the skin.
I want to slap your brain. I'ma wipe that smile right off your face. I knew life had a purpose when I joined Anime Club.
Wow. So
The
dark.
saltiness of this team reminds me of my tears.
Nice.
Yay! Yay!
This sounds like you.
Yeah, a little bit.
You're kind of good.
Not really.
Great.
I'm
in
never
pain.
this.
No, but you know, on the
Angsty.
on
Yeah,
the
you're
on the
never
surface,
that
you're
Anime
very
Club. I can't play this
outspoken,
skin.
happy-go-lucky, but I think your internal soul is this character.
I sometimes
Do you know what I mean?
I agree.
This
Yes.
is like a girl
I was
that I would
channeling
date,
my
is what's
my
happening.
Yeah.
you know
careful.
Yeah,
younger
for sure.
16-year-old self.
And did we listen to the taunts and jokes already? And the laugh spam?
Yes.
Laugh spam?
Do great. Great.
I'm in pain.
Wow.
Man, I really like
Oops.
this voice pack.
Yeah, it's pretty sweet.
It's pretty good, Tina. You got a 2 thumbs up on this one.
I got approved.
Next up,
Not
moving
voted off the island yet.
swiftly along. I know we took a little bit of time there. Dreadful Doll is a Nami is coming out. This sounds amazing. I hope the skin lives up to the name that you've given it here. Dreadful Doll.
I
is
was a
Nami.
big proponent of this particular skin.
Oh,
Well,
Pretty dope
it's
looking
straight
card
up,
art.
Chuck's alley for sure.
Yeah, that's right.
deep, dark, and evil.
Yeah.
It's true.
The card art looks fantastic for it as well. We should be able to see it in game momentarily as well and have a little look at it there. What's the main design for that? I guess to make it look like an evil doll.
Yeah,
I
I
mean-
mean.
Holy
Well,
shit!
Nami has this,
Looks
you
so
know,
good.
kinda
That's so
creaky, rickety
fucking good,
way that
bro.
She operates, and she has the whole thing where her head spins around, and she's just kind of creepy and freaky. So
Auto
the-
attack, because
the
that is insane.
ancient
Please.
possessed marionette feel was definitely a good fit for her.
She looks amazing.
Oh,
Zoom
that's
into
so
the face.
fucking good.
She's got
Get
this
the face
creepy,
pom-pom.
creepy doll eye.
I don't know. Oh, I don't know. Oh god.
Wow. She's so sad.
She's a possessed
doesn't look
doll.
happy. Yeah,
That's
I will
like
be
the
honest.
saddest
I will
thing
be honest.
ever.
She looks almost as happy as the Morrigan skin we just released. Is this just gonna be a deep patch
Now, and
this
also we
week?
gave her the like rusty straight razors as weapons.
Yeah, the auto attacks are clean. Show some abilities.
Just so fitting.
That's so fucking good. Tell me the 2 isn't red.
Clearly, you know it.
Yes, it's white. Thank you.
It's so creepy.
That's pretty good.
Is that the first time you've heard it?
Yes, I've not heard that.
It's
Who did this voice?
Fishman.
Oh, damn.
It
Look at
scared the
those
shit out of me.
ghosts.
Like when I heard it the first time, dude, like her taunts are really
Yeah,
at
this
those
is definitely not your
ghosts.
style, Tina.
no. It.
Someone in
freaked
chat
them.
said, "Kill it before it reproduces."
Yeah.
So we're hitting the mark on the head here.
Yep, we did the good thing.
Wowie.
Ooh, wowie.
I mean, the only way that you can reproduce is by more spirits of the beyond
Favorite.
possessing more dolls.
A Beelzebub.
Okay, listen to the voice pack. Listen to the voice pack, guys. They'll get upset at home. Come on.
Don't you want to play with me?
Oh God.
I'm warning you.
I am a little creeped
I'm
out
no
right now.
pushover. Have
Yeah.
you heard about the release Guan Yu doll? You wind it up and it carries your whole team.
That's pretty good. That's actually pretty good.
That is a really good
Fishman!
fucking. Yeah, that was good.
Yeah,
Fishman.
yeah.
Have
Good
you
job,
ever
Fish.
seen the kind of doll that attacks kids when they go to sleep? You have now.
Holy shit.
Yeah, I know. She's
Everybody
fucking freaky,
needs a
dude.
dolly. We're having so much fun. You're my favorite.
Oh, listen to the echo in the
Yeah.
background of it.
It's
No,
amazing.
no, Pawn, like, she'll like, like, if you just play her rant normally, she'll just do these, like, weird groans. It's super, like, just walk around and she'll just be like, and you're just like, what is what? Ah!
Why is Tina moaning?
Now this skin does also come with an emote, a special emote, I believe.
yeah.
Oh,
I don't know
yes,
what
what
this
is it?
We'll find out now.
Hella creepy.
Oh shit!
What?
Oh wow.
That's so fucking good!
No.
Holy
Halfway
shit!
there,
Like,
baby.
just go forward, you can't.
Oh shit.
But you can, like,
But
go
you're standing
around.
still. So it's like the Earth emote for Geb,
Yeah,
where you
exactly.
can stay still and do it. Yeah.
Bro, this skin is so fucking good. I'm playing Izanami every game.
Kind of gross.
I'm in
This is my
Izanami
new
main.
favorite
Let's
skin.
go.
That is my probably my.
Yeah.
I wish I played this in Army more now.
Oh.
Okay.
Okay.
So
Let's move on. Let's
next
move
up
on.
is.
That's some heavy
Oh, wonderful.
stuff right there, man. Oh
Well,
my God.
you thought that was creepy. Wait till you see the
wait.
next skin.
Oh yeah, this is even creepier.
The Loki Charms Loki skin. Yes, I said
Loki
that right.
Charms! Oh my gosh, Hi-Rez might have had the best
Wow.
fucking skin patch notes ever. If they
Yes.
didn't kill this.
So Chuck,
Loki Charms.
take me
Play
through
Loki
the,
every
where
game.
the idea for this came from.
Chris, you know this better than me.
Izanami doesn't get banned
Reception
anymore.
Email of the
Like
email
at all.
thread for this.
It's the Smosh or
Oh
who
yeah,
was it?
it's Joshua Ovenshire. He's
Oh,
from
yeah.
Smosh Gaming, and yeah, he did the voice pack for this.
it. So it really it actually
What? They got
was
the guy from
backwards.
Smosh to do the
We
voice
started
pack?
with
That's
the voice
insane.
pack and then went into the skin.
Awesome. That's really
And
interesting. That's
the
really
whole
strange.
Loki Charms thing, just come on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Come on.
He's magic because he's delicious. Mm-hmm. Well, there's a little close look at him as well. He's a little four-leaf clover.
Loki
as well.
Charms.
Oh, the
like
effects
that.
on this are phenomenal.
I'm excited now.
Yeah.
He's carrying a cane.
Now, the
I should
most
expect.
hilarious thing about this whole thing was
okay.
that Tina did not know what leprechauns were like.
Do you not know what a leprechaun was?
No, I did know what it was. I just didn't know how they were like.
Oh, I like the auto
like their
attacks. I like the sounds.
personality, really.
And like how, yeah, it was an amazing conversation where we schooled Tina on what leprechauns
Oh,
are.
the green
Remind me, I don't remember
fucking.
this.
I remember having
D-stealth?
to do the leprechaun voice a bunch of times, which we won't do because it offends Hindu
It doesn't really offend me.
when I talk
I'm
like
English.
a
I'm not Irish.
cliche Irishman.
I'm not Irish. It's okay. We can do that.
Wait, did you use the joke? Did they let you use the joke?
Oh, I didn't even ask.
Oh, did you put it in?
I think so.
Well, we'll find out
We'll
if it's
find
so.
out in a second.
Well, you see
No,
most of the
no,
abilities.
Tina.
Let's look at the old ones as well.
It is.
Because we've
It's
seen
gonna
all
be
the
Belle.
other ones. Ooh, the spin.
Shit, I didn't even ask.
What?
Where's my gold?
Actually, I think AJ might have
Just
reviewed
be
it.
quiet for a second because I'm sure people want to know what that says. You touched me gold.
And lucky you are
And
not.
lucky you are not. Okay. Let's hear the voice pack then as well.
Your mother is proud. Cheers! I was born lucky. Be careful. Don't be touching me pot of gold. Put your lips on me Blarney Stone.
What?
that one. Yeah.
Put me your lips on me,
That's
Blarney
fine.
Stone.
You left
Blarney
Tina
Stone.
hanging.
It's okay. It's okay. He didn't see me.
Here,
it's
I'll
alright.
give you a
Shut
high
it.
five.
Oh, that's terrible. I know, that was terrible.
Oh.
There we go. There we
Sorry,
go.
I was
Never
laughing. and
iron a
my eyes were
four-leaf
closed.
clover because you don't want to be pressing your luck. What do you get
Oh
when
my
two
God.
leprechauns have a conversation? Small talk. Oh. Hoity-toity-toy.
Who wrote this?
Oh no!
I did.
Oh, okay.
Good
Well,
job.
this is good.
Hoity-toity-toy.
Wait, but you didn't use the soccer joke though.
No, it is.
Put your lips
BJ.
on
Why do
me.
leprechauns
What do you say?
suck when they
Something
play
stone?
soccer? Because the grass tickles our balls.
Sit down, Tina.
Why are they allowing this, bro? Why are there so many ball jokes
so
on this
sorry, I
fucking
am-
skin?
For those fans, for those tuning in that are
Fired,
offended
Tina.
at home or are of a
Fired.
nervous disposition or have their children watching, I'd like to apologise and just explain it is National Women's Day and Tina is taking full opportunity to express herself
Tina
on this
fucking
very special
killed
day for women,
Did you
including the pig
Spawn
laughing
just killed
as well.
himself because of
I
that
like
shit,
It
dude.
just came out. Just
It
Just
flowed.
name
stream
it.
of consciousness. Yeah.
Let's move on from the Loki skin as
Tina,
well.
you're not
sorry.
allowed on patch notes.
Next
anymore.
Tina's cussed like
is
4 times and then put the worst
2017
jokes ever in the
champion
skin.
Kronos. Yes, the world champions finally got their skin. They selected Kronos, and here it is. That card
Yep.
art looks amazing.
Okay, card art looks dope.
This turned out really, really well.
I just coincidentally realized we have 2 black and hot pink skins
Yeah.
this patch. That just happened organically.
His
that wasn't
effects
like
as
a
well?
plan.
It wasn't planned, it just happened. That's great.
Well, his effects, no, Tina, they're blue.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
Yo, he looks so good and good.
Damn.
That looks pretty dope.
Dope.
So was there any specific design for this? Because generally these are a bit more awkward skins for you guys, I guess, Chuck. Because obviously World Championships happen, and then you're like, okay, what skin do you want? And then you have to think of a skin, right?
Oh yeah.
So
So
we have to-
wait. So we had this moment on this skin. That it's normally exactly as you describe, where there's lots of requests,
Yeah.
and the team was just like, we want Kronos, do the thing, and then we did the thing, and they were like, awesome, and then that was it.
Yep. This one was easy, actually.
Yeah. And Kronos also has lots of good opportunities for places to logo stuff up.
Yeah, that's
is
pretty
a cool
fucking
place to
cool,
logo stuff
dude.
up as well. That's really dope. See the energy logos right? And
Yeah,
on the
so-
ground.
yeah,
Oh, it
so-
bounces out.
So normal Kronos, right, has all of the
The
gears
cogs
that
and
come
gears,
out. Yeah. So we just took the logo, we made a logo model, and then we just put it everywhere that we could, basically.
That is dope.
The
Oh,
text
man.
That's pretty cool.
Those always look so meaty. And again, as well. Okay.
Yeah,
There's
the
so much
logo's
energy,
everywhere.
dude.
Talk about branding.
Tell me about it. It's almost like we do that.
Perfect timing.
Perfect timing.
And the rewind. Oh, do we need to take damage first for the rewind to show? Oh, Pong's going to cheat and take some damage, I guess, and then rewind back. Showing off his range.
Rewind.
You might need to do that again, Pong, because I was talking. I'm sorry.
We can turn this.
We can turn this.
Yeah.
Is right. I guess has he got custom.
I like the
Right.
auto
He
attacks.
is
I like that energies all over. That's pretty fucking cool.
Hey, I'd like to shout out to the Energy Boys for helping me write this voice pack.
Oh, did they
Well,
really help you with this
some
voice
people
pack?
are saying, why energy? This is their championship skin.
Yeah, so people asking why Energy got this voice pack is clearly because they won the World Championships this year. Yeah, if you win the World Championships, we do look to release a skin. On top of it, Energy got their choice of God, and they chose Kronos here, and they also helped to write the voice pack. So, without further ado, let's have a listen to that voice pack.
Yes.
I've got your
You
back.
deserve a beer. Awesome. Call me MVP. Good. Let the butthurt flow through you.
Ouch.
You play very
He's
well.
so sassy.
He's super sassy.
I
great.
seem to be playing against bots.
Yes.
What do you mean auto attack penalty? Wait, you're kidding, right? They say that time heals wounds. Tell that to NA.
Oh my gosh, that was so
Call an
fucking good.
international mushroom a world champignon. Look it up.
It's okay.
The roast in this fucking voice pack, dude.
It's good. It's got some.
It really
Ah,
feels
damn.
energy as a team. After listening to the voice pack, it really is those guys coming through there. I can feel it for sure.
Yeah.
Definitely.
And a mushroom joke. to
And a
boot.
shot at NA. Like, that's all it needed, was just a shot at NA, and it did.
Is some of the
Damn.
I think I wrote like 4 VJs for that just by
What
what
do you
they
mean,
recommended.
auto attack penalty? Wait, you're kidding, right? They say that time heals wounds.
That's
Tell that
two.
to NA. What do you call an international mushroom? A world champignon. Look it up. What do you mean, auto attack penalty?
I
Wait,
don't know.
you're kidding,
All right.
right?
It
No.
probably
That's
got
probably not-
cut. AJ probably cut it, right?
No,
Yeah,
it wasn't
boy.
bad.
Yeah, boy!
Yeah, boy.
Yeah, boy.
boy.
Supposedly got caught. That's what Pompon said.
Yeah, boy.
Yeah, boy.
Yeah,
See?
it got cut.
He's telling us with the voice pack that he got caught.
Yeah.
Maybe it's a VET.
Rip the
I don't
tree.
know, Pon. It's something.
I like how Pon has to communicate with us via VGS.
Yeah, it's really
Yeah.
cute.
But
Yeah,
this
boy.
this
Thanks.
Kronos pack will be, sorry, this Kronos skin will be available for you to purchase, and when you do, $1 of every sale of this will go towards the SPL this year as well. Just a heads up for that over the next
Oh, that's
few
pretty
weeks.
cool.
While it's just come out, you will be able to do that for it as well if you want to buy it in the first couple of weeks it comes out. Time to move on though, because we've still got a couple more skins to go over. Next up is Breezy Chibi Kukulkan. Now this got semi-leaked last week, I believe, but, well, 2 weeks ago, but here it is in all its glory.
Yep.
This could be
It
good.
was leaked, but it wasn't released.
It wasn't released, but it was leaked.
Yes.
That's always the case, sadly sometimes. And there's a nice little look at that card art for that one. So it's very, very similar to the other one we've got, but in a smaller version, right?
What?
Huh?
Oh no, it looks completely different. It looks very similar.
It's
on
so
the card. It's a
little.
little bit similar to the one we've already got.
Zoom
Oh,
out.
the
Let's see how
card.
little it is.
Yeah, yeah.
I mean, the other
Yeah,
IP.
the Monpoke. The Monpoke skin.
Yes, that
Yes,
one.
the Monpoke skin. I know
The
what you're talking
Monpoke.
about. It's a
Yeah.
little bit like that on the card
I
art,
don't know
but in
about any
game,
of these associations
me neither.
whatsoever.
Me neither. It's like the Monpoke Erlang Shen one as well. It's no
So
association to
yeah,
that
we
one
did
either.
the same thing we did with old Chibi Hades.
How are they gonna
we
fuck up saying
cheated out
Pokemon?
all of the
Oh, it's still pretty
effects
big.
Into sweet little
Eh.
I like his eyes.
It looks okay.
It's what
Best
makes
part.
the chibi come out.
I like the Hades one
I
more.
really like
effect.
the Chibi electricity that Sarah Cleric made.
That
with
looks
this
actually good, the
skin.
electric. It actually looks
Yeah.
like it does more damage on his auto attacks than it does in his regular skin there, so that's cool.
Yeah. Oh, you didn't know that you buy the skin, there's a little upgraded damage too.
Oh, there is? For every skin you buy, there's an extra 1 damage that you get on every...
Yeah,
I
that's
heard about
right.
that. I
Yeah.
heard about that. I thought it was the case. The more skins you own, the more damage you do. It's confirmed.
Yep.
I'll patch notes. There's a speed up with a little static around him too. Wow.
Yeah,
Pond's
I
making
love
that look like he moves all the time.
His,
like that.
his little
Electricity.
wings are different. Are they smaller?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, way smaller.
Yeah.
It's cheap.
It's cheap.
Cheap, cheaped out. I got it.
Oh, I like the little electric effects for them on underneath. That's pretty cool. And then the ultimate as usual.
That
Eh.
looks awesome.
It's a
I don't know.
giant
This skin's not my favorite. I like the 80s one better. I hope the next Chibi skin's better too.
Now, Chibi is not all about size, it's about proportions.
Yes.
This
Oh,
is
man.
true. And
Like, if you had a giant kitten, it would still be a kitten, right?
yes,
Yep.
I guess. But wouldn't it just be a big
Okay.
cat then?
No, because it still has the baby proportions.
I could go down a rabbit hole there, but I guess not because we're taking a
All
long
right,
time on the
voice
show
pack,
today.
voice pack.
Let's go. Larson wants to hear it. I do too.
Wee! Wee! You rock! Ravishing! I am the best around! I am the best around! Tell me how awesome I am and you won't die. I am a dangerous serpent. Fear me!
That's
Real talk. How does a hurricane get a name like Eugene instead of the mighty Kukulkan? I would squeeze you in my coils, but my silky handsome feathers might tickle you to death.
Wow. Good job, Tina.
Looks like
Don't
a
like
big
this skin.
So
Yes!
proud.
And that
It's
one.
okay. I'm more hype about the other skins. I'm not gonna let this bring down the other
In
skins.
the next patch, alongside another skin that's coming out yet, Pro League Bellona will also be
Another
available
Pro League,
too.
man?
Now, Pro League Bellona is basically for the Pro League.
Yep. This is this is a skin that you will get by watching Twitch.
Oh, you will?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know.
So you know
this.
how we have those chests that you
Yeah.
sometimes get?
Yeah.
This will be in that chest. So
That's cool.
you have to link your account and do those things to be able to get this one.
This is just Bellona
Great.
kicking ass on a Saturday.
Yeah. Yeah.
Day off, basically.
Yeah.
Bellona's day off. But she'll go to the beach and that, or maybe to a rave in the evening, you know, maybe see the Morrigan perform, hang around there for a little bit, and then if there's trouble, she brings all the weapons just in case. So a quick look
Very-
like, oh, the pro link symbol comes up. That's kind of cool.
That's a cool little addition, but
That's cool
like
having the big symbol at the bottom as well, so you know
they're
where
going
it is.
downhill on the skins.
Now, no voice pick, obviously, because it's one of these skins that you're going to be able to get for just watching.
Yep.
That's cool. I didn't know that, so I didn't know we were going to say that, so that's kind of cool.
It's a
as well.
freebie.
A free skin. There you go. A free Bellona skin for you guys that need it at home. Everyone's spamming thick.
That's
I
just
think.
us at Smite
Yeah.
giving away
Do you agree with that,
free
Tina?
stuff.
Yes.
On International Women's Day, we should refer to women as thick. Is that what you're telling me? Yeah?
Yes.
Okay. Okay. Tina says it's okay. I'm in the clear. So are you guys in chat? You're in the clear. You may refer to them as thick.
I'm really
It's
not
okay.
looking at Tina as a representative for this movement today.
I'm sorry, she's the only one on the show who is
in my
female.
pocket.
Next up, after Pro League Bellona, is the final section of skins, and that's going to be Kuzumbo's Mastery skins. Are going to be
It is a
available
free one,
as
that's
well.
true.
And
It is
there's
free,
the
just
card
to
art
watch
for that
stream.
one. Why, oh my, he looks pretty damn good.
That
there.
looks so
I love the
good.
mountains in the background, too. It looks really good.
I don't care about Kuzembo.
Down this thing in the water, you
Why is he drowning Kappa? He's drowning a little Kappa. Look, he's shoving it into the water.
He looked.
You know what I'm saying?
He does look thick.
T-H-I...
Kuzenbo
Wait,
is the
how do you
C-
say-
CK?
I mean,
CK?
C what?
CK.
CK?
Yeah.
Wait, no,
It's two
but they're
Cs.
writing it.
They're
CC.
doing like CC.
Oh.
What is that? Is that just bad spelling?
That's Challenger Cup.
Challenger Cup.
Yeah, that's what they're talking about. Don't worry about it.
Oh, I
Ignore
knew it
chat.
was
I
something.
can translate.
Alright, I can't fucking deal with him right now.
But on your screen, there's a golden version.
The
I mean,
kids are saying nowadays.
what? Challenger Cup? I know. You can't just say it. I like the
His
gold.
gold teeth are terrifying.
What?
Was he got gold teeth on this?
Let's
He
see
has
it. Can we
gold
see that
teeth.
again? I didn't see
I've
the
got
gold
your
teeth.
back.
I missed that because we're all talking.
Oh, he's
He's
got
got a dank grill, though.
A dank grill.
grill.
What a dank grill!
In 30 seconds' time, chat will be spamming dank grill for the
Dank
next few
grill.
seconds.
No,
Grill, not
Tina.
grill.
No, Tina.
And then from then on, whenever Tina appears, they'll say, "Oh look, it's dank grill again." You've not
You
thought
should
about that
get
one,
a
had you?
dank grill, Tina.
Yeah.
Can I work it, though?
Hey,
I don't know. I'm
yeah,
gonna
you
route
could-
it to
you
you.
could work
your
it.
your hat's on the correct way though, so
Well,
you're
there's
not
the-
I
really.
can fix that.
That's the Master Rank 5 version of it, which is the legendary, and then we also have Dime as well. But I do love the Kappa gets it as well. I think that's really cool that the Kappa gets the treatment.
Whenever
Dank
a
grill.
skin spawns another character,
Jesus.
we always also bling them out.
That's right. Let's
Bling all the
Like the
blinks.
cats or the kraken.
look at
Diamond
him.
grill now.
Diamond grill.
Yo, he actually looks pretty
That's
cool. I like
hardcore.
that.
He's gonna open
That's a
the
pretty
grill.
good diamond skin.
Dank grill.
We've
indeed.
also been kind of trying out some stuff on some of these more monster guys on their legendary diamond gold skins, where we kind of mix the skin between the original skin color and the tint. Just, you know.
Yeah, I can see some of the
added
original
flavor.
color in this as well.
Yeah.
You can definitely see it. And that's a little look at Cousin Bell. That'll be available in the next patch. And we do have a couple of other things.
Hold it.
The Scylla
Dance emote.
Dance
Oh, yeah, yeah.
emote.
Who did the dance?
Scylla.
I
Is
don't
it-
know. It's Scylla, though.
Oh, Scylla.
Let's have a look at Scylla's dance emote. It's going to be available in this patch as well.
All right.
Aw. So cute.
She's so cute.
She's just all in her own little world.
Sometimes the dance emotes reference things, right? I don't know what this reference
Isn't
is.
it
so
Daisy Despair?
I didn't see it.
It's
Yes, it's
Yeah.
Days of Despair.
Oh,
Skin
Oh,
dance.
yeah.
In the lobby.
It's the, what's that song? It's in Beetlejuice.
that's
Oh,
right.
man.
Beetlejuice. That's what I was trying to think of.
Oh, the one there
one
where
of
they're at the
those,
dinner
yeah.
table?
Now, I'm not sure. I think that's all we've got in terms of new
All right,
art
let's
this
move
week.
on.
Unless
I
we've
wanna
got
see
global
fucking
emotes or
changes,
recalls
bro.
already. No? Okay.
Those are the things.
There's a couple of other
Yep,
things
we did it.
available. Thank you guys
We
for
did the
joining me.
skins.
It's time to move over now to Savi or Savannah and Amanda. I
Savage.
say Savannah for some reason.
Wait, what's
but Savi
happening?
and Amanda are standing by right now to talk a few more quick things about the skins real quick. And guys, how you doing?
We're doing awesome. We are so excited to be here. Thanks for having us.
Oh, absolutely. I've been looking forward to this all week.
Thanks, guys. So tell me a little bit more about these skins. Amanda, I'm coming to you first of all. This Loki skin that's coming out. Now, there is a pot of gold emote as well as, I believe, something else that's with this as well, right? And how'd you get these?
Yeah, so Loki Charms, the skin, is going to be in our St. Patrick's Day bundle, which has the emote, the recall effects and award skin. And all of that is going to be one item that's in the spring holiday chest. So instead of rolling each individual item, by unlocking the skin, you're going to unlock the recall effects and the award skin all at once.
Okay, so it's not like all these items are in a chest. It's just one's in a chest. If you unlock it, you get all of them.
Yes. Yep. And the chest also is going to have the Breezy Chibi Cuckoo.
Oh, that's going to be in there as well. Okay, that's good to hear. And
Cool
then
new
on
chest.
top of that, I believe you could tell us a little bit. These are some of the things I believe that you can see. Some of the skins that we've seen so far, as well.
Four
Sammy,
really good
you could
skins.
tell me about. I believe it's the global emote, right? Because that birthday emote we've got coming out.
That's right. Smite.
How'd you get that?
Well, Smite's 3rd birthday is coming up, and starting March 21st, we're going to be running huge events every single day, so you'll have to stay tuned for that week. It's going to be pretty sick. So during this time, you can complete any one first win of the day and unlock this 2017 birthday emote doing that, and it looks pretty cool. I really dig the fireworks. I'll enjoy using that.
Did you just leak that we might be doing some other things for the birthday week of Smite?
I don't know. I can tell you it starts March 21st. It's going to be a 7-day long thing, and you're definitely not going to miss. You're not going to want to miss one day.
There's going to be, daily in-game events as well as daily sales. There's going to be lots going on. We've been very busy planning for it.
Awesome. Thanks, guys. Well, we're going to head back to the set now for the discussion of balance. We'll probably come back to Savvy and Amanda a little bit later on.
Got your back.
But right now, joining me is Pon, as per usual. Just keep staring there, girls. Just stand there and keep looking. Production will change it eventually.
Yeah, we'll eventually finish
No, put it back on him. Put it back on him. Put it back on them.
Yeah, we
Thank
weren't
you.
ready yet.
No, we can talk and they can act it out. Should we do this?
Yeah, we should do
this.
this.
This will be fun.
You have to act out the balance
Improv,
changes.
guys. They're not used to this. So, which one's going to be me and which one's going to be you? Which one do you want?
Savannah can be me.
Okay, so Amanda's me, okay?
I didn't wear my matching pink wristband today.
Oh, yeah, I do have a pink
It's on my desk, though.
I'm trying to pantomime a bow tie.
Okay, that's not good enough. I'm not going to make him sit there long enough now. That's obviously mean. Let's go on with the patch.
It's just like light hazing. You just like to do.
I have to do it to everybody. They all experience it the whole time through. It's how things go.
Yep.
You ready for patch notes this week?
Yeah, I think so.
You reckon?
Yeah.
Is it a good patch or is it a bad patch?
I think it's a pretty good patch.
Okay.
I
I'm just
also am
saying that.
going to straight up say that things are out of order in the God list. That was intentional. You'll see why when we get there.
You saving yourself from it being out of order?
Pretty much.
And it was also because it came up earlier
but
on.
It's intentional. It is intentional. You'll see why.
All right,
Things are a little bit
we'll see if it's right. And also, he said it's a pretty good patch. So if you don't like this patch, don't listen to Pon's opinion anymore. It's pretty simple, right?
Pretty bad. You can also send me any messages on Twitter you want.
So, miscellaneous first of all, real quick. Fix an issue where undo in the item store was returning the incorrect amount of gold. What?
Yep. Bug fix.
How much was it returning? Was it turning more or less or both?
It could break in multiple ways.
Oh, fancy.
And it was kind of an edge case anyway, so it wasn't affecting pretty much any game.
Okay, so you can actually lose money sometimes?
I believe so.
Okay, more times than not, or? Okay. I'm interested because I want people to go
Let
home
it
and try
go.
and do it and lose all the gold because they want to check it out. Players will not now be notified if they have been reported.
Yeah, so now if you
Oh, shit.
you will be notified that you're being a jerk in game. There's a few systems in place to make sure that you're not going to get spammed by every single individual one, but when people report you in game, if you did something bad, you'll be notified that.
You guys fucking report me, you're done.
Next
I'm
up,
reporting
fix
your
an issue where
ass
players
back.
could lose their mouse cursor in game and not in menus. I've seen that.
Yeah,
I've seen
if you're
that
opening
too.
inventory and then you're just moving your camera in the background, that's what this is.
And the last one on this is fix instances where bots could get stuck on towers or terrain. This notably happened to Calder and
No more rabbit!
Yeah.
Chunk got fixed!
So we
Finally.
fixed a few
Yes!
things that's happening. I believe we've caught all of them, but in case we haven't, I'm sure we'll...
Bro, Hires Production's fucking up.
On to items then. That's miscellaneous done. Now it's time for everyone's favorite sections, items and god balance. Items, first of all. Bancroft's Talon, as you can see on the screen, Bancroft's Talon is going to go up from 15% lifesteal to 20% lifesteal. But not only that, increase the passive lifesteal from 15%
That's a lot of lifesteal.
as
What
well.
the fuck?
Yeah, so we did a whole bunch of lifesteal changes in Season 4, and a lot of the tree, like the Bancroft or Pythagrams, ended up being really,
It's
really
way
good for a lot
too
of
good.
players.
Yeah.
But the kind of Book of the Dead side and the Bancroft side ended up being a little bit lackluster. So we're just making it a little bit more kind of in line with the risk reward play of it.
Okay.
You have to get low to get the
Anubis
power,
OP.
and then you get the lifesteal help bring you back up. It just wasn't giving you enough of any of those things to really kind of be like, I can play around the style, and so now you should be able to.
Gotcha. Makes sense. Next up is Book of the Dead as well, staying in the lifesteal tree.
Oh, please reduce the cost.
Book of the Dead decreased the cost of this from 3,000 to 2,800, but not only that,
It's a little bit better.
The lifesteal effect
Still
from this has
expensive.
gone up from 15% to 20% as well. So
Yeah.
same sort of story there, is it?
Yeah, it's pretty much the same story. Book of the Dead is this item that allows you to play around with lifesteal really effectively. It's a way for lifesteal mages to get a whole bunch of bonus health in a different way than they're normally available to them. But again, other lifesteal items weren't powerful enough, like Bancross. You couldn't pair with Bancross really well because it didn't give enough lifesteal. It was also really expensive, and so we're just toning it down so that it's a little bit more attractive.
Okay, Book of the Dead. Next up, Fatalis. Yes, Fatalis is going to get a small change this
Oh,
patch.
the nerf.
Decrease the attack speed from 20% to 15%.
The
Yeah,
nerf.
so this is the tier 2 of Fatalis. Just kind of
Oh, it's so
overall, we're
good.
going to see another change to Hasten Fatalis a little bit later in the patch, but this is just to make the tree a little bit weaker. So when you're building into it, you're not getting as immediate benefit as you would be normally getting.
So some of these things are in alphabetical order, as you can tell, because it says Fatalis, and then we've got another item which we'll go to next,
Yeah.
and then we'll go on to
Yes.
Hasten Fatalis. So Fatalis, the tier 2 effect, will be 5% less attack speed on that. And then after that, it's Flickering Ritual.
Yes, Flickering
Flickering
Ritual.
Ritual is going to
Take
get
it out.
first look this patch.
Take it out of the
being
game.
Changed, and the cost is going to be changed this patch from
Not enough.
750 to 1,000 gold.
Take it out of the game,
Rituals
bro.
overall in Season 4
Are broken.
have been like this way to have games end a little bit quicker. If you're in the late game, you have something to spend gold on. And we've seen a lot of people use them impactfully in a little bit trolly ways. And so that's why we've been making balance adjustments to them.
Move
I
it.
believe Rallying got changed, Frenzy got changed.
not good,
and now This
man.
one's getting changed. With those, we could address things like duration or power, or you can only teleport to one person. But with Flickering, it's like, well, it's instant combat blink. It's kind of just what it does.
Yeah.
And so without making it feel really bad, we had to look at other ways to kind of change it. And cost was the easiest one that we could do. It seemed the most obvious.
The easiest
So
one
we're
you can
gonna
do
have
is
that go out.
fucking
We're gonna see how
delete
people
it.
Play with that, and then if there's still
Damn it.
issues, we have a few other solutions that we might be able to try. But we're gonna see if this fixes the problem.
So you are actually going to look back at it if it doesn't work out very well.
Yes.
Okay, just for you guys at home to recognize that too. Hasten Fatalis, next on the list, it was mentioned a little bit earlier on, but Hasten Fatalis itself is going to have the same attack speed, but the cost of this item is actually going to go up. It was 2,150 gold. It's now
That's a
going
nice
to go to
change.
2,300 gold instead.
Very
We've seen a lot
small.
of Fatalis lately.
Yeah, the added all pen to it is actually really good for a lot of characters,
Yeah.
and so it became in Season 3 it was kind of this. If you picked it up, it was more kind of trolly, but now in Season 4 it's like this legit build path that people can go. And so we're just bringing up the cost a little bit to reflect its new power, because 10 all pen is quite good.
Okay, so an additional 150 gold on the top of Hasten Fatalis this patch. Next on the list is Heartseeker. This is also getting a change.
Yes.
And it's just a gold change as well, which is going to be 2,100 gold to 2,400
Damn.
gold now. Why are we doing this?
So I think the story with this item is it's comparable to other assassin kind of these items
Damn.
that give you a whole bunch of things. Jotun's Wrath gives you a whole bunch of power, cooldown reduction, and pen. This one gives you power, movement, speed, pen, and then a scaling passive.
Still
And for
really good,
2,100,
but
it
damn,
makes sense
300
that
more
something like
gold.
Jotun's was 2,400. And so we're just bringing these kind of items that give assassins a lot of their core stats all at once, a little bit like similar cost, so that one's clearly not better than the other. Heartseeker became very, very dominant very quickly, and so this is kind of our adjustment to that.
And the final item for this patch notes this week is Soulstone. This is an updated the description to state it provides mana when stacks are consumed.
Yeah, we did that last patch, and then we didn't update the description, so now it's updated. That's all it is.
Cool.
We did it.
Okay.
Happy times.
Great.
Yeah.
Fixing descriptions. There's actually a really confusing description
Can I
change
just go,
later.
can I ask a favor though? When we get these ones, because people are rage, right? And we deal with these people on a day-to-day basis. I love these people at
Move
home.
on, bitch.
Kappa. But I love these people at home. But the problem is that when we do these ones, they get all excited, and then it should go into miscellaneous of tooltip corrections. Can we get a miscellaneous section of tooltip corrections?
Well, it could be Soulstone misc.
So we don't bait them.
Fix.
We don't bait them into thinking.
There just needs to be a
Soulstone's
misc
getting
there.
changed.
Just a misc there. We can do that.
I'm sorry, guys. I'm trying. They just don't listen. On to gods, though. That's where we all can. You can see the hairline of a certain god on your screen right now, and his name is Apollo.
Yes.
A few people have been saying Apollo's been pretty strong just lately, so we've been looking
What?
to tone him down. What are the changes designed to do here?
Okay,
So the
what?
big thing is his early clear is very strong. We removed the penalty that he had on So Beautiful, and now it actually clears very well. As well as he has really good boxing potential with his Mez. His Mez gives a whole bunch of protections. He can dash away, he can escape a fight. And so we're just toning down the clear a little bit, and we're also toning down that boxing potential a little bit. Mainly, we kind of wanted to watch how he performed because he was in a rough state for a while, and then he
Yes.
recently became powerful. But the meta was also shifting really heavily. Season 4, a lot of people launched with him at the top of every tier list, and a lot of people have then since been like, he's really good, but he's not like that
Yeah, he's
good.
not
He's
OP.
not like amazingly breaking everything. And
Gotcha.
so now that we've seen where he's kind of settled into things, these are the nerfs we want to go with.
So as you can see, the scene So Beautiful has gone from 80 to 300, will now be 70 to 290, which is about 10 each rank, pretty much. And then on top of that, Serenade, the physical protections have gone from 10 to 50, is now going to be 10 to 30. So you're not going to be getting 50 protections from just pressing 2.
It'll be a little bit of a nerf to his early wave clear, and then his late game boxing potential is also getting a little bit hit there.
Next on the list. And as we said, it's not in alphabetical order, but it might be Kuzenbo is next on the list. Kuzenbo, we buffed him last time. He needs more, right?
Well, the Kuzenbo buffs last time were also meant to kind of address some core gameplay things of how he should feel. His ultimate needed to be punchier, where it was more of like you cast it and the damage didn't feel good, but it was good disruption. And so we did a few adjustments there to make him feel better. And then now this one's targeted towards making sure he has enough damage, enough utility, and like especially late game fights.
I'm talking about the damage. Nene Cap is the first one on that list there, as you can see. The base damage this auto attacks are going to do off this are going to go from 25 to 65 as you rank it. It's
What do they do to shell spikes?
35 to 75.
What
so
do
it's
they
an additional
do?
10 at a rank there as well. So a little bit more poke from the Nene Cap.
Yeah, if you get hit by it and he gets a few auto attacks on you, especially like if he maxes that early, 75 per hit's nothing to scoff at.
No, it'll start to add up. And then on top of that, shell spikes as well. We've increased the cooldown reduction on the Nene Kappa per hit. It used to be 0.2 to 0.6.
Dang!
It's now going to be 0.5 to 1.3 seconds. So that's going to be up a lot more
That's
often.
pretty good,
so
actually.
The kind of idea here is
Wow.
Nene Kappa is this really good ability for Kuzenbo to use when his ultimate is down and when his push is down. The shell spikes reduces that cooldown significantly, but it wasn't reducing enough that Nene Kappa came up really often in a fight.
No.
And so now if you position yourself well, like maybe you get ticked, like you're in a whirlpool and you're getting ticked damage.
You have like
with some
2 of those
auto
up?
attacks, you can throw
3
out
of them
2
up?
3 really quickly.
That's true. That's true.
And that
Yeah, if you
also
had
means
3 of
those
those
are
up,
body
dude,
blockers for hunters.
those
Like,
would
you
be
throw another
really
one at him,
annoying.
he has to clear it,
That's
then
a
you
good
throw another
change.
one at him, and he has to clear it, then you throw another one at him, and he has to clear
We'll
it.
see how it
So it's
actually
just
plays
additional
out,
tools
but
that he has
on
to
paper it sounds like a
Okay,
nice
so
change.
that's enough for him. As well as there's fixed an issue with this ability on Spell Spikes as
You
well.
got it.
Fixed an issue where this ability could not be used while in a knock-up. So it has been fixed so you can do it while knocked up, which is kind of cool. That's OP. Naja is the next one on the list.
This is a tooltip update.
It is,
Oh,
isn't
okay.
Hold on.
It is, well, description update.
Why don't we
I
do
was like,
these?
please
in
don't
separate
buff
sections,
Naja. I
suggest?
don't want to play this
Well,
bitch.
I think this one actually has, it's a little bit interesting because the damage was never fully clear. There's an extra hit that the tooltip never really accounted for.
Okay.
And so now we're just making that extra hit really apparent. It's you hit, and then you go up in the air, and then you hit, and then there's another hit as you're pulling them
land.
down, and then the landing hit.
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah.
A lot of hits.
Lots of hits, and now they're all accounted for.
All accurately depicted in the tooltip. All you Naja players were looking for a buff, tough. All you Naja haters out there, tough. You're not getting
Naja's
anything.
doing pretty good.
Just a tooltip. Just a
Ring
tooltip.
bounce is really good in the jungle.
Next up, we've got a few gods in a row here. Now, before we go through these gods, you might as well just tell me exactly what this is about, because this is an update to the way things are.
Yeah, so this actually came up in a thread really recently.
It did.
So we have anti-heal rules, and the anti-heal rules are a little bit, they're additive. So if I have 100% healing, which is my base, and then I get reduced by 50, and then I have Rod of Asclepius, which increases by 30, that's actually 100 minus 50 plus 30. It's not some weird multiplication thing. But we had a few ultimate level abilities that had the description text of prevents all healing.
Yes.
And the way that was listed in the tooltip was 100% healing reduction.
Right.
What it actually does is it reduces all healing
To 0.
Okay. they
it
fixed it.
basically
Alright.
is way above 100% to make sure that no healing happens.
Okay.
And so we've changed the tool to, and some of them weren't functioning that way too. Like Odin was actually reducing all the healing.
Yes.
Serket and Osiris weren't, but they're all listed the same way. And so now all those characters with their ultimates that have anti-heal will actually stop all healing.
All
and
healing.
they're-
Even regen?
Even if
Good
you have a whole
fix.
bunch of bonus healing.
Okay.
And the tooltip has been updated to say all healing, all healing, all healing. So it's
So-
been made clear, hopefully.
Odin, Osiris, Serket are all. This ability now prevents all healing, or
Yes.
updated the description to make it clear this ability
Cool.
prevents all
So
healing.
Odin
Great.
was already doing this. Serket and Osiris have been updated to match.
Right. Okay. So everybody now knows at home. These are all 100% healing reductions when they use these abilities.
Yes. But not 100%
No!
reduction.
Oh,
healing.
you
100% all
motherfucker.
healing reduction
You're a
are
goddamn
different.
troll,
I
Hindu.
did it on purpose.
Oh my gosh.
I did it on purpose just to annoy you. I couldn't help it. I was like, so it's 100% reduction, yeah? And you're like,
That's-
yes.
This is like one of those rules that, like, when you explain it to someone, they're like, "Oh, I guess that makes sense." But like, if you don't explain it, like, it sounds really silly when you say
So are they
all healing
stealth
reduction and
buffs then?
100% are different.
Are they stealth buffs, or have they been doing this already?
Odin has always been doing this, and then Serket and
Serket's
Osiris are
buff.
getting buffed in the sense
Woo!
of buffs.
So
Yeah, these
minimal.
aren't buffs. They are actually going to reduce all healing. So before
Okay.
Rod of Asclepius would actually bypass this, now they don't.
Okay, there you go. Buffs. Ra, next on the list. Solar Blessing. Fix the description not stating this provided protections.
Yes.
Great.
Could have gone in another document as well, right?
Yeah, but we want to make sure people know the description is updated.
Sylvanas next on the list, and Sylvanas is going to get a bit of a change this patch as well. Verdant Growth, his one, if you just play from that ability. First ability, increased cooldown from 12 seconds. It's now going to scale. So it's going to start at 16
at rank 1. That's
all the way
nice.
down to 12 seconds as you rank it.
Yeah, we added the penetration when you actually hit someone with it, and he's already this very, very good early game character. And so we wanted to find a way to limit that early game strength. One of them is Verdant Growth, if you only have rank 1 in it, to use it for like rooting someone so you could pull them into the minion wave or to damage them. You now have to actually invest points into it so that you get that effect, which then indirectly nerfs his level 1 to 9 if you were maxing that early.
Okay, so as a little look at Verdant Growth and Sylvanas, see if that's enough for him. Next up on the list is Xbalanque. Yes, Xbalanque is getting changes this patch. What's the aim with these changes before we go into them, Pom?
So the big thing is, there's late game hunters are kind of the talking point here. They're kind of razor's edge balance. If they become a little bit too good, they all of a sudden snowball into late game and do really well. And we've seen this with Artemis, we've seen this with Xbalanque, we've seen this with all the late game hunters. They get very small adjustments and they have huge sweeping impacts. So Xbalanque, when we approached him, he was underperforming, so we wanted to find small changes we could do that would help him out, but didn't push him over that edge.
Okay, so the first change we're going to see is branching bowlers here. The mana cost is going to be reduced, and this is very similar to, I guess, what happened to Rama a while ago as well.
Yeah, Rom had this, and it actually caused him to do a lot better.
All right,
well,
that's
his
nice.
mana cost is going to go from 6 to 14.
Oh, they increased the max rank.
3 to 15.
Yes.
So reading that, it looks like a rank 4 is equal to what it is right now, but at the later stages, it's going to be an additional 1 mana. In the early game, it's a significant buff.
Yeah, it's essentially half per shot in the early game. So if you have a point in this, you can have that point on, and you can basically leave it on if you have Death Toll, and use that to help your clear and help you push in the early game.
I know.
That's good. There you go.
Rising
Good change.
Jaguar this patch as well, or Jaguar, whichever way you want to call it. Rising Jaguar increased physical power scaling from 20% to 30%, but not only that, increased the bonus damage on poison targets from 20% to 30% as well.
Yeah, so if you actually combo someone with the poisons, darts, and then the Rising Jaguar, it's going to hurt a little bit more, especially once, like, if you rush to the Transcendence once that's online. And then all that takes is that to give him a kill, and then he gets his passive, and his passive gives him more power. And so that's what we mean by these minor adjustments is this can cause him to get kills more often leads to him snowballing in the late game, and so we want to be careful not to give him too much.
We'll see. Yeah, I mean, his clear is still not good, right? So we'll see if that really affects enough.
Zeus.
Yeah, Zeus.
Zeus is getting a bit of a touch this patch.
Zeus getting a nerf!
I think a lot of us have seen the success recently, and we're doing a few things to kind of help alleviate some of the frustration playing against him, especially like at the level 1 and level 2 clear stages.
Okay, so level 1
nerf him into the ground!
Aegis Assault decreased the initial hit damage. It was 80 to 260. It's now getting 60 to 240. So
nerf! That's a lot of damage. Damn.
So what's the impact this is going to have on Zeus players?
So the big thing is
one
you
less
actually have to
auto,
get
though.
another auto attack off to clear like back archers, and another auto attack off as a mid mage where you have to be forward is pretty significant in terms of putting yourself at risk. And so this will slow him down a little bit, give other mid laners a chance to kind of fight against him in lane. Maybe they can walk in and take the first initial hit and then walk out and has the minion wage charge the other person. But it's mainly just to make it so Zeus to be a little bit less safe, a little bit slower on his clear, so he's not so good at level 1, 2, 3.
And if you don't line it up correctly as well in the Aegis Assault, it can cause issues because you're not going to get all of them either. To add to that, so it'll slow him down a little bit more. That's the only change to Zeus this patch. And the final god that will get changes this patch.
Donger! Buff
that's right.
the Donger.
Jean-Qui?
Yeah, we
I'm sorry,
spoiled
I was
this.
confused. I
Yeah,
wasn't expecting that.
Yeah, we spoiled this like, what, 2 weeks ago?
Yeah, I don't trust us on spoilers. Yeah, they come out when they come out to me. Jean-Qui is getting some love this patch. There's a lot of love coming through here as well by the looks of it. And Pon, you'll have to break it down. So I'm going to go through them. I'll probably read them all out and you can talk to me about them, okay?
That's probably the easiest way to do it.
First up is Expose Evil, which is his first ability, if you need to know that. Increase the remaining damage dealt from 40% to 75% when Expose Evil is removed by Exorcism.
That's a lot more burst.
Book of Demons. Oh, that's a big jump. On top of that, Exorcism reduced the time it takes for demons created by Exorcism to reach Jean-Qui.
Heal faster. Nice.
So
more burst.
Book of Demons.
Faster on the healing.
To make it clear that when Book of Demons removes Expose Evil, it deals 75% of Expose Evil's remaining damage. That's an addition.
That is actually was always happening, but the description didn't say it was happening.
Interesting. And on top of that, Recall Demons increase the travel speed of the demons released by the Recall Demons. Oh god, he's going to be so quick.
So the big thing here is, I think
that's
it's
a big.
One is the when you consume the card, that was often a punishment to you because you wanted to consume it to get the heal or the increased stun, but often losing the long duration slow was already a punishment. Losing a lot of the damage remaining was also a punishment. And so we've made it a little bit easier for you to make that decision if you want the stun or if you
Those
want
are good buffs. I don't know about OP, but like
not as much
possibly playable.
and that has really big implications for his laning phase because before you had to throw out the card, wait for it to tick down, and then use your oh geez, he has so many weirds. Exorcism? Yeah. He has to use his Exorcism to clear it. Now he can actually do that earlier, which means he's less time standing in the wave, actually taking a whole bunch of damage. So that helps his laning phase pretty significantly. And then the other one is kind of quality of life updates to make sure that like when you get your damage or your heal, it's more responsive. Sometimes when you got your heal, you'd see it coming towards you, and then like a chalk axe would hit you.
Remember,
and you'd be like, well,
Zhong was bad because of Shell. Shell is still in the game, so Zhong might not be played still.
Chase for 3 seconds and then hit, giving a whole bunch of time for people to regen health and get a heal. Now it'll hit them much quicker.
But tank items are better.
It just helps them feel more
so
it does seem like quite a significant buff though that we're giving to him here. Are we going to be keeping an eye on this in PTS just in case we did overtune it at all?
Yeah, we're gonna keep an eye on him. He's been struggling lately pretty significantly, which is why we have buffs like this. But we're gonna watch him closely, make sure this doesn't make him too frustrating or make him feel like he's too strong. We'll just keep an eye on it.
Awesome. And that is the end of the item and balance section, or god and balance section, I should say. Hopefully by next patch, Pom will arrange things so we don't get these updated tooltip things.
I'll just add Misk.
That'd be great. Please do.
Just
put him in the Misk section at the start so people don't
No,
get
it'll still be the god thing. We'll say Misk.
Well, Pom's going to disappear right now because he's got to go and get himself ready for the new god that's coming out, so you guys can too.
Oh shit!
Amanda,
oh shit! We got a new god! Probably a hunter because
Good,
Cyrus
we're
hates
doing
me.
Awesome! It's been so cool. I've been really excited about that Izanami skin coming out. So I did a little mini cosplay I posted on Twitter, but it's a really cool skin.
Well, very creepy.
I'm glad we've got you both here because if you don't recognize Amanda and Savvy, you are the community managers for Xbox and PC, correct? Of Smite.
Yes.
Awesome. Savvy is Xbox and you're Smite, Amanda?
Yeah, we kind of,
PC.
Yeah, Savannah's more, specialized in console, but we deal with everything.
Good. I'm glad I've got you here, Savvy, because I've got a bone to pick with you.
Oh, do you?
Where are the console patches?
All right, so if you're at all in tune with Smite, you might have noticed the little slight delay, but this is actually a good thing.
A little slight delay?
This is a good thing, Hindu Man, and I'm going to tell you why.
Amen.
So we have this awesome new adventure mode, Nike's Valley of Victory. You probably tuned in last week. Things like this on console take longer to implement. We've got UI features that take time, and Microsoft and Sony have a cert process that we have to go through that we don't have to do with PC.
Okay.
Basically, the gist of what's going to be happening over the next few patches, most odd adventure patches will be a week to 2 weeks delayed, but you're going to get a back-to-back patch the following week to kind of catch up with just the content patches. So when 4.3 patches next week for console, you'll actually be getting 4.4 the very next week. So it's a good thing. We're prioritizing quality over expediency.
So to clear it up and just make it really clear for the console players out there, the even patches 4.4, 4.6, 4.8, all those will be a week after PC.
Correct.
As long as there's no issues with the certing of it like we sometimes experience, yeah?
Because console will always be a moving target. Having a schedule is great, but in order to deliver the most clean, best patch possible, sometimes we have to push it a day or so.
Understand. And then the odd patches are going to be a little bit more delayed going forward just because of the nature of the beast.
Yes, the less hot fixes, the less bugs we can do, the better.
I'll be back at you if this changes, Savvy. You know that.
I'll be here.
Like, I'm on the community side on this one. You better be ready for it.
You know where to find me. I'm
when
right here.
When my rage comes, you'll know.
24 hours.
We also tweet, Savvy tweets Hyra Savvy as well as on Smite Game whenever we know that there's a console patch has gone to cert and we can actually tell you a date. So Twitter's your best friend for that.
That's true. We don't sit on these things. We want to be as transparent as possible and get the information out as soon as we know it.
I was going to say, you can't say anywhere you're standing. That would make no sense. Right? Thank you so much for joining us today, ladies. Have a wonderful rest of your Women's Day.
Thank you.
Enjoy it to the best of your ability. And it's time to move on from the ladies. Now, don't worry, by the way, console players. I've got your back, okay? I've got your back. Time to move on to the latest god. And joining me on the set right now is once again Chuck. Joining me is Fishman
Mandals.
And AJ as well.
He brought his Mandals out again.
Who helped to come up with these fantastic gods that we get coming. And I need to get this name right again. Cernunnos.
Cernunnos.
Right? Yeah,
you got it.
Nailed it. Doesn't make me want to say Cernunnos. I want to say Sir. I want to say because it's C-E-R.
Celtic.
I'm not Celtic though.
Cernunnos.
It's just the way it's spelled.
Are you going to say Celtic now?
Celtic. Well, I mean, there is a Celtic
like
there.
the Boston.
Just saying. Just saying there's a Celtic
Celtics.
too. Cernunnos, the Horn.
Of all the people
And how accurate is that?
Just like esports, modern day sports aren't helping us, right?
So before we even go to the card art and show you that one, I want to ask you first of all, AJ, about this god's lore. What exactly, who is Cernunnos and where does he exist from? Obviously, he's Celtic. We just announced that one.
Right.
But tell me a little bit more about him.
So Cernunnos is the Celtic, the horned god. Really what he's known for is his antlers, his deer antlers. And he's been, described in a lot of different ways, a lot of different cultures, kind of a little bit differently. So we had a lot to pull off, a lot to kind of fill in the blanks when we were coming up with his
shit, it's a hunter!
One thing we really gravitated towards
it
was,
looks like honor.
one, his kind of nature of protecting the forest. Nature, lol, of protecting the forest. He would kind of choose which crops would grow and which animals would be hunted, and generally, an alliance with him would bring you great wealth. You wanted to, harvest from the forest, but just like all nature, if you take too much, things all die off. So Cernunnos, he's there to help and there to provide, but he doesn't like greed. The other thing he really does is he kind of drives the changing of the seasons throughout the year. There was a lot of this in his lore and different levels of detail, but some even went to say that in wintertime is when Cernunnos actually makes a venture to the
Does look like a
underworld,
demon
and that's
hunter.
why everything dies. And then he's there soothing the spirits and ensuring them that, the afterlife and death is just as important as life and things like that. And then he comes back in the spring and everything grows beautifully and we go back through the cycle. So really, he is really just a forest protector.
Now, on to that then, Chuck. Obviously, you guys have got to come up with the design for this, of the artwork for this, and you worked closely with AJ and Fishman to make this happen. What were the design iterations that we went through to get to this form we see here? What were the design goals that we were looking for here?
Well, the major thing was him being the horned god and him being a god of nature and hunting, right? We kind of ended up with this beast man, which was cool. We have some other beastmen in Smite, but they're also kind of the Egyptian-style beast people.
And we tried that with Cernunnos, actually.
But we kind of wanted to really kind of mix some of the satyr influence in there. The main interesting design item with Cernunnos was coming up with, because he's a god of hunting in the forest, so we wanted him to be a hunter. But what does the Celtic hunter use as a projectile, right? Because he has to have the projectile. So, and we wanted him to feel naturey and somewhat magical, so we kind of came up with this glaive, right?
The fantasy glaive.
Not
the traditional European glaive.
Yes,
that's true.
This is the Krull Origins glaive.
Yeah.
D&D glaive.
And then we kind of also had to reflect the seasons. So he needed to be able to reflect the seasons. He needed to be able to have a projectile that made sense for him, that felt like a magic nature guy would have it. And it also needs to be disposable because we didn't want it to return because we just did that on his Anami.
Right.
So we made this basically magic gauntlet that he can use to create these glaives, and then he just fire and forgets them.
Awesome. So it's
and also the glove and the
Zeus
glaive
lightning
itself.
bolts, right?
Yeah.
Kind of like that.
Right. Or Scotty Spear, right?
Yeah.
And so also we had the glaive has magical stuff on it that's colorized to the seasons. And the way Cernunnos stands, right, is he's got his back to the camera, and then the glaive and the glove are pointed at you so that as you're switching through seasons, you have a clear indicator of what's
telling all the
happening.
Kid spoilers. Kid spoilers.
All the spoilers.
That's cool.
Way to steal it, Thunder. Chuck, way to steal it.
It's the only time the designers like to come on the show because they're like, yeah, we're new god. And Chuck's like, listen, I'm going to talk you through all his kit right now.
I'm on your
Break it
section.
down.
I'll tell you everything.
I'll tell you everything.
Hey, what do you want to know?
To sit here
That's
and
fine.
wait.
We love it when the art and the kit are tied super closely
right.
together, and this is kind of what happened with Cernunnos, and this is the choices that helped inform his actual visual design. Also, I really like, we wanted to make his weapon almost kind of living. This was another thing I talked about with Chuck really early. We were having a lot of trouble brainstorming something like that, so you see here kind of like the vines and almost the growth of the glaive, and when he summons a new one, it feels like he's kind of, raising a new plant.
Summons a new one. What?
Immediately throwing it at you for massive damage.
Now, AJ, I want to come to you with, obviously, we've discussed the goals a little bit, but what kind of role is this? What's the kind of playstyle we're looking for of him? It's a hunter, clearly. It was mentioned by good old Chuck.
Yes, of course.
But what are the kind of design goals we were looking for with this god?
So, new hunter.
We could go to game and show him now, I guess, because they know it's a hunter. So
Sure. Yeah, this god is going to be a hunter.
So there was no way to talk about the art without talking about the design.
That's that dependencies problem, the game dev 101 right there. Everything depends on each other. So he's a hunter first and foremost. We wanted a hunter. We thought that really fit with him as a god of hunting. We really liked the weapon we came up with. And then we were playing around with the god of the forest, which we were like, oh, we have something kind of like that in Smite. We call it the jungle. So maybe we can make some mechanics on him that would help fit him as a jungler, even though he's a hunter. And we also, with
it was a jungle hunter
items earlier this year, we were kind of trying to pull him a little bit more
played it forever.
attack speed and power or penetration build, hunter build, as opposed to crit. So you'll see as we go through his kit that he has some things that are pushing him more towards building that way. He has high base attack speed that's going to get him a large payoff for that attack speed. He doesn't have an attack speed stim that's going to cause him to overcap, which will help him. And he's got a cool ability that's going to help him in the jungle if you want to take him there.
Okay, well, talking about that ability in the jungle, I guess we should start off with the passive here. Fishman is called Heavy Glaive.
Sure.
I'm guessing it's heavy.
You know, it weighs a little bit. It's working on its fitness, but it does okay. And as Chuck was getting into this is
AoE?
Fantasy Glaive. One of the things we like about it is that while we
He's
tie in
AoE
all this
auto.
mystical and this living, we also have these solid blades that establish this is a physical hunter.
He's got is that melee range attack while auto attacking?
So
Same
we start
time?
out
Look at that.
with some kind of forced in. It's like, all right, this is a bonus to you while you're in the jungle. And what that evolved into is, as you see here, he's firing once, but he's hidden 3 times. So what he's actually doing is he's firing a normal hunter projectile that behaves like you would expect the hunter projectile to, but at the same time he's also firing a melee range.
I told you!
To all
Call
enemies
that!
that are in that range.
Call that shit. Let's
And
go.
so
I should be a
what you got
designer.
is
Fuck.
The projectile is going to do crit. It's going to apply in-hand procs, but the melee is not. It's going to hit all enemies in range. And it's going to do basic attack damage, but it's not going to.
So if you get melee range as a hunter, you do extra damage.
Just bonus damage.
So if somebody, the
Losing my
description
mind.
of this reads as if they're in melee range, you're going to do bonus damage to them.
Right. To all enemies in
to
that
all
range.
enemies. And it's a cone in front of you as well.
That's right.
It's not behind you or anything like
It's
that.
like your
not a
basic
whole circle
melee
around you.
range cone.
Right.
It's if you be able to punch them as you mirror, he's also going to hit them while he throws his projectile.
And how much damage does that do compared to his in-hand
It's
projectile?
25% of his basic attack damage.
Hold
so
up
it
one
scales
second,
like his
Chuck.
basic
Now listen,
attack.
listen here, Sunshine. Okay, you start to spoil their bit of the show. Don't be trying to spoil mine by hosting now. Okay, I'll walk off now if you're going to start that game.
We should just make the whole show
Chuck
Chuck and
and
Tina.
How very the Chuck and Tina show.
Chuck and Tina show. We'd be done.
Chuck and Tina show.
Hold on, I got to do one more thing on the passive real fast.
Yeah, do it.
Which is, I got to say, hey, the UI guys, you made the glaive spin the wrong way.
See,
the passive meter, which actually doesn't affect his passive. It's ties him with his ability 1.
Right.
So I actually was just talking to the UIs guy about this yesterday, and they're saying, "Who throws like this? This is like the most awkward. Like, why don't you do the cross hand like everybody wants to across the chest?"
arguing between staff.
Nah, I like the auto attacks, but yeah, it should spin left.
Sure, but that's not your standard.
You mentioned that the passive is tied into, so the passive meter there is tied into his first ability. AJ, what is the first ability?
Right, let's bring it into
go
ability
right out of
1.
that fight.
Shifter of Seasons. So this is a very unique ability, and basically what it is a 4-state toggle ability.
He's gone green. He's gone yellow.
Yes.
He's gone
so
red.
in-
He's blue.
What?
He's green.
He's all
He's
in-
yellow.
he's
Holy shit! What the
Cernunnos
fuck?
now. Neon Cernunnos.
You hold it down, you get a DJ Zeus-like effect.
Yeah,
there.
right.
Let the
So,
heavens
you know,
rain.
this was something that we saw with him in his lore, like that he was almost, his fur and him was living, you know, not just as he's an animal, but actually more deep than that. So we have the
my
seasons
fucking
that are
goodness.
actually changing the color of his fur and his weapons based on what stance you're in.
Does
So
it actually do anything other than look cool?
Oh, it does a lot of things.
Okay, I
it
was just
does a
like,
lot
did
of
you
things.
just change the color?
It does
I'm like,
4
that'll
things
do this
specifically
patch.
for
Number
each
1
season.
ability, it's like black as chug. Just throw it out there.
It's not like that.
Okay.
So as soon as you rank this ability up, it's going to be always on. You don't have to turn it on. It has no off state. As soon as you put 1 point in it, it's always on. Then it can be changed every time you press 1.
Right.
This happens very quickly. It is like the absolute 0 cooldown. And we've attempted low cooldown, but even when gods say they have no cooldown, there's a kind of a hidden internal half second
global
to
cooldown,
0.2
if
seconds global cooldown. Yes, but here we even took that out. So he can be toggling as fast as you can.
Oh, that's so
Jordan Side
fucking
now.
cool, dude.
So yeah,
Gotta go into the global
it
code.
also
You
costs
think he cares
no
about this
mana.
after Morgan?
Yeah, right.
So it has no cooldown. It's the first ability in the game, as far as I know, with no
cooldown,
cooldown
no
and
mana.
no mana.
Okay.
It is mostly a passive in a
worried
way.
now.
So then you could rotate through the 4 seasons. So the spring season, while he's in green, is going to be gaining him passive lifesteal. That's going to
Okay.
increase per
How
rank of the
much?
ability.
Okay.
Ability version 2, the summer version, yellow. He's going to be dealing bonus damage on hit, and this procs a second indication of damage.
Oh,
it doesn't work like
basically.
Bola's, which factors in, which is why Expel is so good with crit.
Right.
Cernunnos' ability, his passive, and his summer all are separate instances of damage.
Okay.
So if you're melee range, you're actually getting 3 damage numbers per swing.
Okay.
It also gives you that nice little yellow damage number that you can see for the bonus.
And all of his effects, his projectile, his hit effects, his passive hit effects, all change color depending on the season you're in. So we've got Lifesteal for spring, bonus damage for summer. Then we have autumn, which is a protection debuff, a physical protection debuff with a longer duration.
Gosh,
so you really only need to hit a target with this once, and then you can keep switching it through. This is the pro level mechanic. This is the one that
Protection reduction.
Yes. Yeah, protection shred, autumn. So this is the one that Cernunnos players are going to want to use once they get a little bit more experience with the god. And finally, we have winter, which is the probably expected movement speed slow. It's a very
It's a
slight
slow?
movement speed slow.
Oh my god! Wait, how much?
As you put
It's slight.
Okay.
How much, bro?
One hit that applies the protection debuff, or is it like stack or anything like that?
It does not.
Single
No
same
stack.
one.
I want to play this
It'll
god
refresh,
so
but yeah,
bad.
with
It
autumn,
better not have bad
once
numbers.
and then cycle back through to winter or summer.
That's only one ability.
With the, for example, spring will give you lifesteal.
Yes.
And that'll be every auto attack. Every auto attack in summer, which is the yellow version, will give you bonus damage.
Right.
The third one, autumn, is going to give you protection shred, but it's just a flat protection shred.
Right.
Not a stacking one. It's just going to re-debuff you again.
Correct.
Just want to clear that one up because
It's cool.
that's the worry one there, right?
No, you're
And
right.
then the slow as well. Is that going to be a stacking slow? Or is it just a refreshable
Just
slow?
refresh, yes.
Okay.
And these are going to be only affecting his ranged normal basic attack. Not his passive, not his abilities, just his basic attack ranged shot.
Gotcha. Does this allow him to crit things with this as well? Obviously, I guess it does.
Oh yes,
Yeah.
he can crit, but the
usual.
crit damage won't be affected by this except for the protection shred. Perhaps you get use some bigger crits and follow up. Yeah.
Okay, we can move on to the next ability then. Fisherman, why don't you talk me through this? It's called Bramble Blast. That sounds fantastic.
Real quick though, we were just
awesome.
ragging on the art team about not being in sync with the glaive.
Yeah.
Like what we were able to do with the color changing in the skin and the passive meter, it just turned out really well. And I think they should
I
that
love
should
the
be
passive meter.
that should be applauded. Like all of that together, it feels
It's
very
highly
connected,
distracting.
very
Good call.
smooth. It just looks awesome. They did a great job on that.
Especially when you're, I like how the passive meter just keeps animating correctly, even when you're cycling really fast, and it just spins, and stops where you need it to. Yeah, it's
I was
so
just
fun.
trolling the
I know, Chuck.
Yeah.
They'll riot. But Bramble Blast.
Whoa, what is this?
Tell me that number 2. Come on.
So one of the challenges when you're designing a hunter is if you give him a damaging ability, either a poke or a lane clear tool, then by the time he reaches his high level, you really don't want to spend any time not auto attacking because the damage on your auto attacks is so high. So what we've got here is a lane clear tool, and it's going to stop on the first enemy it hits. So you're going to want to kind of place it tactically, either at
Wait,
the
can you
front
not
of the
walk
wave
through
as
it?
they're moving into it, so they all wind up in the radius, or kind of in between them if they're stationary.
Kind of like Soul
Hold on,
style.
what?
That's right. Yeah. But it's going to do an initial impact of damage, and then whoever you hit with it will be rooted. And then after that, enemies in there will both take ticks of damage while they're in it and be slowed. And so what that does is that
Oh
allows you to
my
transition to your
gosh!
late game
It's a
tool.
jungle! It's a jungle
All you
hunter!
to do is clear the way.
You have gank
Now, I
potential!
don't really care as much about the damage necessarily, but
It's a jungle
being able to
hunter!
root my target so I can throw some basic attacks at them and then slow people around them is going to give me that crowd control I need to really take advantage of the basic attack, which is what I want to be doing as a hunter anyway.
I just want to
It's
clear
a
one thing.
low
That
damage,
Bramble Blast there,
it
that
looks
is
like,
only on
but
one target, right? It's
shit.
trying to hit
The one it
multiple
hits.
targets at all?
Yeah, if you
Even if it's
shoot
explodes?
if you shoot it in between them, it's not going to hit anybody. But the projectile, whoever that hits, where the deployable is deployed, that's going to be the target that's rooted.
Okay. And it's a
Only
slow
roots one
kill
person?
and dot
Okay.
damage
That's
as you
correct.
stay in that field over time as well,
Yep.
so it can be useful.
If it was an AoE route, that would have been
After his own control as
insanely
well, I guess. 'Cause it will
good.
slow them down and even root them in place. That's
It's a
Bramble
weak
Blast.
slow, but
A slow
noticeable.
slow. Okay. Next up then is ability number 3. I don't know what this ability is going to do, guys, because I can't tell by its name. It's called Horn Charge.
Oh.
Right, so you
I
know,
have no clue.
we had
If
spent
it
a lot of time
stuns,
talking about
dude.
the passive and the 1
This
and 2,
fucking stuns,
and
bro.
so this one's short. Horn charge is
Oh, it's just
is
movement.
that.
It's just the dash, okay.
His horns get bigger, and he does damage and charges through all types of enemies. So he deals damage to minions, jungles, gods, all the same.
That'd be good for
he's not stopped
escapes.
by anything except walls or player.
So good for
So
escapes.
playable objects as well as normal walls he'll stop on, but he will charge in that direction. Can
There
it be
is
cancelled or
one
anything?
little cool thing about this, which is you can cancel it.
Oh, you can?
So you can go real point
That's
blank
dope,
through
dude.
somebody, or you can use it so you don't overshoot. So even a lot of problems with a lot of the piercing dashes is you overshoot targets a lot. So since this one's a little slower, it really feels like a ram charging with his horns, so the slowness feels good. The cancel also really helps that because being stuck in this animation
Bro.
for too long feels really weak.
I don't know how his clear is yet, but if his clear is good, put this god in every fucking lane.
Left click, right click, and just headbutt it.
I think his clear is gonna be bad. His like
an in-hand
lane
Now,
clear.
before we talk about the ultimate as well, I will say you just mentioned jungle there as well. He's a hunter, but with this passive, it does look like he could potentially jungle. Has this been like planned on the fact that we may look into other roles?
Definitely been planned, and we've been playtesting him as jungle, and we think that he is quite viable there. His cleaving basic attacks help him jungle. The way Bramble Blast hits and explodes and deploys makes sure that it will hit jungle camps for pretty much its entire effective damage, which is a lot harder to do actually on the lane. And then he's got the quick canceling for the bonus ability damage on his horn charge. I think he's gonna be quite viable in the jungle, really do.
I want to see the ult.
Next up then, I guess, is the final ability of this god, which is the ultimate Fishman. It's called the Wild Hunt. I'm excited to see this one.
This is so cool. So this is something we've been talking about doing internally for a while. And so basically with the lore of the Wild Hunt is it's this kind of hunting of foxes or deer or boars.
Is it going to be running of animals?
And basically, anybody who's around it in the vicinity gets sucked up into it either as hunters or prey, whether they want to be or not. So we brought that into Smite with the Cernunnos ultimate, the Wild Hunt. So what he's going to do is
suck them in.
Drop this deployable. He's going to have a little wind-up time, so they have, and then they're turned into boars. And while they are boars, which is for about 2 seconds, they cannot use abilities and they cannot basic attack.
But they can run away from you.
That's right. That's right. They, like these
You're
ones
a
are bots.
boy, bro.
So you control
That's a long cast time. But damn.
Yes, that's right.
Okay.
So what?
You're
so
a boy.
interestingly, we have a
You can't silence. You can't do anything but move.
Hunter kit, but it gives him a great setup potential. Now the big windup, the big obvious windup, is going to make it.
So you
that you have
ult.
to be careful about the timing of this,
That'll be
especially
nasty.
like if your enemies are distracted. That's a great time to use this. If you're just one-on-oneing, then they might be like, "What were you thinking? I'm just going to hop out of this as on her, not be affected." And then the thing is, those 2 seconds they
Doesn't
can
hit
start to
that
feel
hard,
kinda
doesn't
short
look
when
like.
you are Cernunnos,
Unless scaling's
but
high.
Believe me, when you get hit by that, it feels like forever, and you can have some huge plays, both yourself and your team.
Could you imagine getting a 5-man fucking boar?
Just a polymorph that's going to turn you into a different creature.
Turning into a pig is a painful process.
It's relatively low amount of base damage. He has generally a lower base
Oh,
and higher
that's so
scaling.
cool,
depending
bro.
on a lot of his
Yeah, I'm wondering what his
dependent
scaling
power.
is.
Yeah.
And also, as we found with the ultimate, if you try to engage with it a little too early, generally you just waste it. Everyone can just turn around and run to easily disengage. It's
That
really,
ticks for
really
like
strong as a
140
counter-engage.
damage or some
My-
shit.
Most of the time I was using it is when I was getting dove by a Thor or a Bastet or something and drop it on them. Bastet can leap out then.
That's true.
I mean, she can leap out quickly.
Wait, was that
enough, but
like
if you hit them with
9
that and they're
ticks of
stuck inside
20
your
on the
team now, they're
fucking
pig,
route?
Things are going to go bad for them.
Does beads cancel this like beads always does
Yes.
still? Just to make sure?
Yes,
It's not,
you
can be
can
cancelled by
beads. You can.
Yeah, of course
What
you
about
can beads. That'd be
overrunning? Can you use
fun.
those while polymorphed?
No.
Just
Just
silenced.
beads.
I thought
Your
so.
silence
You
will
can't
just
use the
be
relics.
Just
Why,
beads.
why disarm, by the way? Because wouldn't it be fun to be hit by a boar that's running at you trying to gnaw at your legs? Why do we have disarm on there?
Because you're the prey in the hunt. The prey don't go and attack the hunters. Hunters got this heavy glaive.
Yo, this god is gonna be so much fucking fun to play, bro.
Like the most dangerous game. Is that what you're kind
I'm
of
excited.
Are you saying you want to be an ability that that makes good things happen?
No, I just wondered why the disarm would happen.
could have
It wouldn't be
given
a
them-
good thing. It'd just be like get basic attack of 1 damage. You know, if someone's like 1 health and you're like, I can kill you.
That would be purely flavor and animation.
At least try and steal the
work,
gold
but
fury or something. You know, that was all I was
It
thinking.
could have been fun. Could have been fun.
See, Hindu, this is why we can't have nice things with you around.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
When are you doing your design guest star as a designer?
Oh god, if I did that, you'd be in a world of hurt. I promise you.
We got to get you back over there more often. You could have come up with that idea months ago. We might have been able to do it.
You'd be worried. You'd be worried if I did that. That's for sure. I got Scotty's
There's the
3.
runny pig.
Hey, I'll take Scotty's 3. That's all I've
Yeah,
got.
you were there for the brainstorming with Scotty's permafrost.
All I did was that one. This guy looks fantastic though. Like his overall design looks really interesting. For the most part, do we expect any issues with his balance state overall, or is he one that seems to be in a good spot right now?
Honestly,
keep an eye on?
Yeah,
Keep
we're
an eye on
definitely
it,
going to be watching it closely. Honestly, we've had a couple of the lower end or more lower end releases in Gods for a while now.
That's true. Kuzubo, who was before that.
Kuzubo, Morrigan,
Morrigan.
Thoth, Kamazotz,
Yep.
even Izanami, most people regarded as, Nike was probably the most notable strong one. Cernunnos is feeling a little stronger than them, and a little more user-friendly. A lot of those gods had some really complicated mechanics, but Cernunnos is one. Though that's one of my favorite things about it. It's very complicated ability. It takes a lot of getting used to, but you can kind of just sit in spring or summer, or winter, depending on the scenario. Like and be okay. You know, you can sit in spring and just farm lane and keep your sustain up, and then switch to summer or winter when you want to fight. And if you just do that minimally, you'll be all right. But when you truly learn to min-max it and rotate through, then that's when you go. Yeah, that's when you go pro level Cernunnos.
Well, especially stuff like with the fall thing, where you really want to get that hit in and then switch to another mode.
And that one's really tough.
But like you said, you can set it and forget it while you learn the rest of his kit, and then come back to mastering that after you got the rest of his stuff. And the ultimate in our playtests, like the same character with the same like being ahead or behind, can have like a complete whiff or a total team wipe, depending on how his timing is with that ultimate. So there's some good stuff there.
Excited, excited. Well, let's have a listen. We've heard most of his voice lines of him just swinging around and using abilities, but let's listen to his voice pack that'll be available in the patch with him as well.
Woohoo! You're as solid as a rock. Majestic. I'm as sturdy as an oak. Today, you are the ones who will be hunted. Life and death are equal parts in our world. Today, there are no gods who can match my endurance and virility.
Virility? Oh, yeah.
Which side of the wild boar has the most meat? The inside. I see you noticed my impressive antlers, but please, my eyes are down here.
Yeah.
Okay.
He's also a fertility god, so there's some other jokes in there that might have some other specific references.
And there were some elements from his lore that we had to play down.
Yes, that's for sure. As a fertility god, there are specific things.
What, do you have a giant dick?
Young man, that's for sure.
Yes.
Overall.
They took out his giant dick.
I really like how the voice
Poor
came out.
guy.
I love the little bit of subtle effects on it, but
Poor
not, like,
guy.
too much. It's really great.
Some of the Hondas now and again, we do that with some of them, where we've seen Anher for one. He's got a very similar voice in terms of like his presentation of himself. He's very polite and
Honor's more aggressive.
And then Chiron as well. I was thinking Chiron and Anher when I was listening to this. They were very, very sort of similar-istic in terms of like, you know, they may be aggressive, but they're very powerful.
Yeah.
In the voice packs. Thank you for Kronos. We'll be looking forward to
Cernunnos.
Cernunnos.
You'll get there.
Cernunnos. I can't wait to main Cernunnos, bro. Oh my gosh, I'm so happy.
Cernunnos
So
in quick
fucking
fashion
happy.
is going to be a difficult thing.
You'll be all right.
But thanks.
No Warglaive skin on that god, I would lose my
In
mind.
case we get stuck. just to make that work out for us. And now, guys, we're going to do a Q&A in a second, but I do have something else to let you know about as well this patch. We're going to be having, well, it's not to do with the patch at all. It's to do with So You Think You Can Cast. Yeah, the show that we ran last year and a couple of years previously, if you remember.
Bringing it back?
So You Think You Can Cast. We're going to be bringing it back in a new fashion. And you guys, if you are interested, can get involved and apply to be on the show. The name of the show is The Caster. And it's going to be available for you boys and girls at home to go to thecaster.tv and apply to be on the show. There will be all of the information you need to know there on there as well. But I will let you know that North America, it'll be North American only for this, and you have to be 18 years or older. It's going to be a reality show, which means we're going to be filming it as well ahead of time. It's gonna
A
be
reality
make sure you
show?
go to thecaster.tv
What?
to sign up for that one as well.
That'd be pretty cool.
There is a lot of
What
more
the
information
fuck?
on that going forward.
That's an interesting idea.
Reminder, you have to be in North America, and you also have to be 18 years old. The only reason you have to be 18 years old is because when I tell you that you suck and you're a little bitch, then you'll not be upset about it. The only reason it's there. I just don't want mummies and daddies coming in and telling me off and stuff like that. But
Okay,
I'm
dude, I'm
gonna say it, 'cause
fucking
otherwise
done.
it's gonna be. I'm not
It's
having
part
mum
of the
and
process.
Mum and
I'm
dad of little
fucking
Billy
done.
Joe who thinks he's a good caster comes on and I'm like, no, you shit. And then and then his parents got upset. I can't have that happen.
All right, they're done. Patch notes are done. Whenever PTS goes live, I'm playing the new god all fucking night long. If it's tonight, I'm playing PTS on stream. We're playing for like 8 hours of one god, so be ready. If it's tomorrow, it's going to be 8 hours of one fucking god, so be ready. I'm literally just going to play that bitch over and over and over and over and over again. Zhong Queen buffs are going to be interesting. Kuzimbo buffs are going to be interesting. Item changes. I think Heartseeker might get picked up later now, but it'll still be good. Yeah, hopefully you guys like the patch, because it was pretty fucking insane. The energy skin is good. A lot of good fucking skins. I'm just excited for this Hunter jungle, man. I hope it doesn't work in lane. I hope it has the shittiest lane clear ever, but the most fantastic fucking jungle play of all time. That's what I'm hoping for. So I'm gonna go eat, and then I'm gonna scrim, and then I'm gonna stream tonight. I pray PTS is up tonight. We'll see. They haven't been on time lately, so it'll probably not be, but if it is, be here on the stream. Have a good night, guys, and I will see you all in like, what, 6 hours? 5? No, 4 hours. 4.5 hours. I'll see you guys. So be there. All 2,000 of you better be there to watch the new god and be pissed. I'll see you all later.